Hello, Walking Dead fans. This is Solid Dave Snake, bringing you another figure review on the Walking Dead comic series action figures by McFarlane Toys. And this figure here, if you can't tell, is this year's San Diego Comic-Con 2013 exclusive by McFarlane. And they did this last year at San Diego Comic-Con 2012. They did a Michonne off of the Series 1 in a bloody and muddy variant with poncho. And this year they're doing the same thing for the Series 2 of the Walking Dead comic action figures. They had a governor in that series, so they are making the riot gear governor for this San Diego Comic-Con. And I like this one a lot better than the first year's. I like that poncho Michonne too, but this governor is really nice. It's based off of how he was at the end of the prison story arc when he attacked the prison the final time. Oh, and by the way, just a heads up, this video may contain a good bit of spoilers. So if you haven't read the comic books and don't want anything ruined, you might want to click away. But yeah, this is the governor based off of the end of this prison story arc. And it is actually a combination of the actual original governor action figure and Riot Gear Glenn. And it was pretty ingenious. Before this, before I knew that this was even coming out, I was thinking of actually doing this with the Riot Gear Glenn and the extra head and arm accessories that came with the governor. I was thinking maybe you can pop off Riot Gear Glenn's head and arm and maybe able to, you know, just paint the stump piece black and make a custom, but didn't have to do that since they had the exclusive. And it is just covered in blood everywhere too. That's how Michonne was in the last year's exclusive. And his sword is covered in blood as well, where the original Series 2 governor was not. And he comes with one extra accessory that the original governor did not come with, which is a bullhorn. And so this is the one exclusive accessory in this set here. Oh, let me get a good hold of it so you can get a look at it. Whenever he first appeared in the riot gear on the tank, he pulled out that bullhorn and was talking to the prison with it. And he also comes with two pistols, which the Riot Gear Glenn, he came with two pistols. And that's what they look like. Same exact pistols that the original governor came with in Riot Gear Glenn. And his last accessory is Michonne's bloody katana, which, if you've read the comics, you know what he uses that for, to hack off Tyrese's head with. And it's the same exact katana that came with the governor and the original Michonne's. Although, however, I'm going to point something out that I've noticed with this series too, that all the plastic with the accessories is cheaper this time around. This is the sword that came with the governor, and it is just pretty stiff and feels like if you bend it far enough, it'll break. Whereas the Series 1 katana that came with Michonne, I mean, you can bend the crap out of this thing, and it never breaks. It always goes right back into set. So I don't know what the deal was with the plastic this time around, but it wasn't ever like this in the TV series of action figures, so I don't know why they changed it around for the comic series, but I hope they change it back, because it's like that, like I said, with all the accessories for all the figures that came out of this series too. But that's my one big complaint with this whole line that has just come out, this series too. Because it's with the actual figures too, it seems like, as well. The original governor in this series too, his jacket was that same type of plastic. It wasn't very pliable. But anyways, enough of my complaining. Let's get into this awesome figure, because I think this version of the Governor is my favorite out of the whole series too. I know he's an exclusive and not everybody's going to get him, but for me, I think he might be my personal favorite of how he was on the final attack of the prison, whenever he had that iconic picture of kill 'em all. Just give you an overall look. It is the exact same riot suit that Glenn wears, with, of course, the Governor's stump with an extra shoulder pad added onto it and painted black, of course, and the alternate head that came with the original Governor. So, like I said before, it's just kind of two characters put into one. You could probably just make it yourself if you didn't want to get this, but I have no problem with getting it, and I actually love this packaging. If you take a look at it, it has the comic book art on the cardboard of him on top of the tank, and on the back has how he looked before he put on the riot gear. Very nice packaging, just exactly how the packaging was for last year's San Diego Comic-Con, only with all the art last year being of Michonne. But all the articulation is the same as Riot Gear Glenn, so I'm not going to go over all of it, minus the right arm. Of course, you're not going to get any articulation on the stump arm except for the shoulders. So if you want to see the articulation on these Riot Gear action figures, go ahead and check out my video review of Riot Gear Glenn. But just thought I'd give everybody a look at this, and yeah, it's my favorite figure from this series too, and I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned. I got another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive coming up here in a couple more days. Alright guys, thanks.